Hi, Ruth Brown here again. I wanted to share with you a couple of more miracles that happened in my life when I was younger and also pretty recently. When I was about 12 years old, I got very, very sick and no one seemed to know what was wrong. And I lost about, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds. And I didn't weigh that much anyway. And my mother got really upset and she called the doctor, and the doctor really reamed her out and said, "Why didn't you bring her in here? Why didn't you bring?" So my mother, the godly woman that she was, she called my Aunt Florence and they both laid hands on me and prayed. And a miracle happened. I was instantly healed. And from then on, I could eat. I sat right down and ate a meal, and I couldn't even drink water up to that point. It was just a complete, beautiful miracle. And it set the pace for me in my life. These miracles that I've been sharing with you, it just made me realize that God is there and He answers prayer. An earnest prayer, unselfish, faithful prayer, and it can be answered. Okay? So if you have things that you really need to pray about, get alone with God and reach heaven. I had another thing happen not that long ago, about 3 or 4 years ago. I went to the ophthalmologist and he gave me some bad news. He told me that I had Fuchs dystrophy and there was no cure, and that I was going to have a cornea transplant or partial cornea transplant at some point in my life. And I was pretty concerned about it. So, I checked with the relatives and found out that indeed there was something that was heredity in our family. And so the next Sunday, after I got that terrible news, they had a healing service, and I went down front and got prayed for by one of the old timers in the church. And it was a miracle that happened. I went right back to my ophthalmologist and my optometrist, and they couldn't find any Fuchs dystrophy. So God is wonderful, okay? And He's faithful and He cares about us. I have many, many things that have happened in my life. Sometimes just little things, like praying for a parking place or those kinds of things. Praying that something will be at the store when you know that they've sold out many times on that particular item. God is wonderful. And hopefully you enjoyed this share, and thank you for listening.